So I'm like scanning the dance floor, and I spot him. I'm like, oh, my boy. And then Dush right next to him, a dime, I can't lie. I'm like, shit, man, dime bad. I'm like, oh my days.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Hittin Different podcast.
Yes, sir, Ski, we're back.
We on, baby.
How you doing, my guy?
I'm not too bad.
That's good to hear.
We have a very good episode lined up for today.
Mate, it's all coming.
If you don't know, it's Schoolies time.
Yes, sir.
And people are out here on fuckery.
So where are the Schoolies this year?
Yeah, they're in Gold Coast.
Gold Coast. Still Newcastle ones?
Yeah, Newcastle.
Yeah.
And everyone has like their odd terror. Like, there's not an actual like planned thing. People go to Terrible or
some shit like
people
that.
go to
Like a
random
beach
places.
somewhere or something like
No
that.
Bali though.
No Bali,
Yeah,
sadly.
obviously.
Sadly, no Bali.
But
I forgot Bali School.
It's cool thing.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's more cooked than Gold Coast?
Oh, it depends. Because in Bali there's no drugs.
Yeah.
So like it would be limited to just drinking, but you can still get pretty cooked on drinking.
You can.
So yeah, it'd be a bit of a trade-off.
Well, before we get into the Schoolies episode,
Jump
we'll jump into the plugs, what's been happening and whatnot. But
yes, sir.
Before we get into it, if you guys can chuck a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for those audio listeners, either one, whichever you're on.
Yes, sir.
5-star ratings on Apple if you're on that, please, would be appreciated. And follow the socials at Hittin Different Pod on Instagram and TikTok.
Gang.
So yeah, we out here.
We're moving.
I don't know why. Am I shorter today? I feel like I'm
your mic's a bit
in a weird spot with my mic.
Nah, honestly, it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, okay. Sweet.
Sounds pretty good.
So yeah, what's been happening this week? You had your RSA, we'll get into that first.
Yeah,
you had your
we'll
RSA yesterday.
jump into that real quick. Yeah, so there's a bit of a story to it.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
booked it last week for a Tuesday session this week. I live in Western Sydney, Seven Hills, Toongabbie, that type of area. Booked it for a Seven Hills session. And then got a call on Monday, and it was like, "Hi, your booking has been cancelled." I was like, "Okay, bet. Like, I need this done by the end of the week because I want to get it done." So I was like, "Yeah, but like, where can you take me?" And they were like, "Oh, we've got a Wednesday session at somewhere in like Darling Harbour or somewhere like mid city." And I was like, "You know, dead that. I don't want that."
Yeah.
I was like, "What else have you got during the week?" And they were like, "Oh, we've got one in Mona Vale on Friday." And on the phone, I didn't have my maps up. I didn't know what I was looking at. I just heard not the city, and I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, we'll jump on it."
Do you know him? You just said you didn't know him.
Not during the time of the phone call. I've obviously been to Mona Vale before. Like I've been to those ends before.
Yeah.
But at the time of the call, I was just like, "Yeah, fuck it, chuck me on." Like I just don't want to go to the city.
Yeah.
Ended up having to trek it to like North Sydney, like past like near DY, past Manly, like North Sydney.
That's cool.
So yeah, I had to.
How long was the drive? Like an hour and something?
Yeah. So
I
looked it up before I left the house, and without tolls, it was gonna be like an hour, because it's in like the middle of the day as well.
Yeah.
It's at like 8, so I would have had to leave by like 7:30 to get there by 9.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking tolls, which still took me like an hour and a bit. And then spent the whole day out there. Learned to legally serve alcohol because someone had to teach me.
Yeah.
So I got that done, and then drove back. But the dude that I had was actually really sick. I can't lie. Like, I'm not gonna bait him out on anything that he said or did, but he was just a really cool guy, really helpful. Really helpful in the course. Let's just say that. But he got us in and out pretty quickly. Like
was it a black shirt? Black pants? Was he like
no. So old white guy, like button up, like casual, like flowy button up with like shorts and like the dad runners on. But he was talking nice, bro. He was rich. I can't lie. Like he was telling us he owns like vineyards and stuff. He owns like breweries and all that type of
Wow.
He's apparently got property all over the place.
Yeah.
He was just waffling, but he was just telling us about his life. Honestly, a really sick guy. But he got us out. It was meant to go from like 9:30 till 4-ish, 4:30. Ended up getting us out by like 2:30.
Oh, lit.
And we had 2 breaks. Like we had an hour lunch break and then a half an hour just break.
Was that like a league club?
Yeah, it was like a bowler club. No, but everything was closed. It was so dragged. I wanted a schnitzel, but it was ish.
When I did mine, I was at a leagues club. I got like a big fat old bowl of wedges with like sour cream and sweet chili.
You were snacking up. It was a nice time. Yeah, I had to walk over to the server. I got a sausage roll. Oh. I hated my life.
Why?
Because I had to eat.
But sausage rolls aren't too bad.
Yeah, but as in like
compared to like what you
compared to what I could have had from the bowler if it was open, or if the bistro was open. At least anyways, could have been a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what happened in Marley. What about
Nice.
you? Anything crazy?
The milk. I'll do that.
The milk, yeah, we'll get into that real quick. We'll get into that real quick.
Fuck me dead.
Okay.
Kill me, bro. Kill me.
Literally kill.
Luke knows something now. I'm trying to hold back, but my dad's walked in and he's like half the story.
Yeah.
So we were out last night and I come back, not like out, like we're just chilling with mates.
Chilling with the boys, yeah.
I had a out late though. Came back, 3 a.m. at this point, or 2:30, and like my house stinks, bro. Stinks. I opened the door and like I genuinely thought to myself like, someone's shat on the carpet. Someone's shit and it's been sat here for like 12 hours. Like the smell was that fucked. I instantly thought someone had taken a shit on the floor.
That's disgusting.
And I was like, that's fucked. So I walked over to the toilet, the bathroom, and I'm like sniffing the toilet.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm like, I can't really smell shit, you know.
What's going on?
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is it though? Like my room was fucked. Like
everything was
cooked.
out.
Yeah, it was fucked. So I backtracked and like, nah, like it was not in the bathroom laundry, like the areas
somewhere around
back here. Yeah. So I went into the kitchen and all my day, so all the lights are turned off because I came home late.
Yeah, super late. Yeah.
And I like see liquid. I'm like, I flicked the light on and it's milk, and I'm like, fuck, that's disgusting.
That's fucking filthy.
And I was like, this smells so bad though. I'm like, this can't be just milk. Like,
I was like, I've spilled milk before. It's fine. It's just milk. Yeah.
It's just milk. And I was like, fuck. So maybe it's been chilling out here for a few hours now. So Dad's obviously gone to sleep early.
Yeah.
So it could have been there for 5 hours, 6 hours. Who knows? Like he was there for a while.
But like still on like milk that's fine shouldn't go off.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that was still my train of thought, and I was gagging like a little bitch. I was like,
I think I saw your tweet about it last night.
Yeah.
And one of our friends posted a photo of your face, and you looked fucking.
I can show you this now.
It was disgusting.
It was fucked. I didn't want to show you because I wanted to explain this.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, this is fucked. I opened the fridge. And what had happened, this milk expired on the 5th of November. It's currently, as of recording this, the 28th.
Mish.
So it's almost been a month since the expiration date of this milk.
That is some chunky ass milk.
And I was thinking, how the fuck did, like, Dad's asleep, I haven't been home, why is milk randomly pouring out of our fridge? So what had happened, it was at that point of the expiration where the milk exploded. So Dad said to me today, he's like, I told him about the milk and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks fucked. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, it was so bloated, like because I don't know if you know, if milk,
I know what milk expands because it curdles and it. Icky bad. I know. No, that's fucked. That's fucked.
And I was like, this is fucked. The smell was reek. I was mopping and I sent a video to Ali, the friend.
Yeah.
And there was chunks in the pool. It was fucked. The smell was drag. And it was like translucent or something, or transparent like something, because it like separated from what the liquid was. It was fucked. What bus is doing now? It's outside. It's fucked.
No,
the stench was something else. Yeah, it's drag.
No, anything. So, you should have thrown the whole mop out.
No, I think I will. No, I think I just didn't want to deal with it. I mopped 3 times and I just threw it outside. The bristles you fucking mop with, all coated white still. I was trying to somewhat clean it, but I was like, this smells
like
fast.
Flaky ass milk bristle shit.
It's disgusting. So I tried to think am I going to sleep tonight? Because my room smell was it went through the whole place.
Yeah.
It was fucked. And every time I walked out of a somewhat smelling nice room, like the bathroom.
Yeah.
If the bathroom isn't associated with the smell,
nice.
I peed, I walked out and I was like, Chuck?
It's filth.
Fucked up.
Every
time I walked out, every time I walked into that vicinity, every time I was like, damn, it fucked me up every time.
It's icky. I mean, it doesn't help that you hate dairy.
Milk, I hate milk because it is by itself.
It's an ish.
So that was fucking horrible. So thank fuck, when I was messaging the friend, she's like, you can pull through on Tuesday, but I'm like, I'm bringing a blanket, I'm sleeping on your couch, I'm just gonna crash and leave in the morning and deal with this after.
Bad.
Because I had to sacrifice a towel as well, because I was like, it's mopped, it's that wet that it's not gonna dry out, it stinks. I'm like, but I can't let it just fester.
No.
Yeah.
You gotta get that shit
out.
Do you not have a drain or something in your kitchen?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, no. That's why there's an issue, bro.
Yeah, because you got carpet as well. You're not just gonna.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Mop it over the carpet.
Yeah. It was fucked, and I still have to clean the fridge now because I haven't dealt with that. It stinks. All the food in there is fucking stinky.
No, I would not touch any of that food.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. I sniffed a mango. And I was like, nah, I'll put that back in there. I'll deal with it another day. That's fucked. So after this podcast, I'm gonna have to clean that.
Milky mango. How about that? You know,
disgusting.
Milky chunky mango. Filth.
Yeah, that was me yesterday.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it was fucked. And then Alicia was like, I think you're being a bit dramatic. Like, obviously it smelled. I'm like, trust me. Like, you have to smell it to believe it.
You know what?
I mean?
I have a somewhat similar story that I've only literally just thought of right now. So when I was back when we had Kickback, which is that dog. R.I.P. Kickback, by the way. Yeah. She I came home. This was like towards the end of her lifespan. I came home. It's like, once again, it's like a late night.
Yeah.
Family's not home. Mum was down the coast. My sister's at her boyfriend's, whatever. And yeah, so like I've come home. It's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Open the door, whole house stinks of shit. Like complete dog shit. So like my dog only stayed in the kitchen and like had a doggy door to go out the back and stuff like that. But as she got older, she had arthritis and stuff, couldn't get through the doggy door on her own. And it got to the point where she just wouldn't go outside. Yeah. So I've walked into the kitchen because I've been like, bro, this is rank. What the fuck's going on? I instantly knew it was Kiba as well. I was like, fuck, this is gonna be a mess. So like I opened the door. And there's literally like, she's like, so her bed's kind of like under one of the tables and she's like looking at me like, I didn't mean to do it. Yeah. I like turn on the light and it's just like literally vomit and shit everywhere. That's like when I say everywhere, I genuinely mean like everywhere in my kitchen. There was like shit smeared, there was fucking dog vomit, like, it was the most, and there was no one home. Like literally no one home. And I'm sitting there like, yo, I didn't even want to get this dog to begin with. It's 2 a.m. I'm pretty sure I was faded at the time. Like I was not in the mood to be cleaning fucking dog shit and vomit up. So like I think I did a similar thing. I think I got the mopped this shit up and just got it out, got it rid. I think I used the same thing. I think I grabbed a towel or two, chucked it over it, and then it went straight in the bin. It was gone. It was fucked. Oh damn.
That's fucked. But what do you mean shit smeared on the wall?
No. Like she was obviously like in a delirium or something, and so not on the walls but just on the floor. Like she was like, you know how dogs do that thing where they wipe their ass on the floor? I think she was trying to wipe her ass on the floor or something, bro. It was fucked up. It was filth. It was genuinely one of the main reasons why like every time I looked at Kiba, I was like, nah bro, you're up. You're actually up. I can't lie. How dare you shit and vomit all over the fucking floor and then make me clean it. And then like, cause it was that whole thing, I don't think, cause it was like a Saturday night and family wasn't coming home until like the next day. Yeah. And it's like, I can't just leave this. I can't just leave this. It's not the house. Far out.
That's disgusting.
But yeah, that was a little side story. You just reminded me. My bad.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, no, I kept it quiet. I can't because I was pressed. I was pressed about it. I was like, I ain't finna about to tell people that I just had to clean up dog shit and vomit just for the haps. Like, no, it's not my life, honestly.
Oh god damn. Anyway, so moving on. That's our little mess of a thing. Yeah. And then one more thing before we get into our little Schoolies trip. It was big, but it was fucked up.
Yeah, Schoolies trip.
So this week we're sitting around. We have the festival. You guys probably sick of hearing about
this. Yeah.
Jono goes to us. He's like, "Yo, we're gonna lose weight for the festival. So we're gonna like work out and all that shit." So I came up with this idea. Let's do a challenge of like cutting out takeaway food, right?
Fast food.
Get rid of fast food.
Getting rid of fast food. Unhealthy food. Unhealthy food.
And I think the rules weren't clarified.
They were not clarified at all. It was such like a in the moment. Like we're all just gonna get rid of fast food. Douche, done. Finish. Keep going.
And so I made a little group chat the night, and the rule was if you ate it, you had to run 2Ks for every meal you had of fast food. Anyway,
this is not good because considering every one of the boys has been locked in for long, like none of us do exercise anymore. So 2Ks it might not sound like a lot, but when you're unfit and fat, bro, it's a lot. Bro, I can't lie.
And we had a couple issues come up already within 24 hours. Bro. Of like, what are we gonna like? What is fast food?
What is a fast food, bro? Like in the sense of like. What defines as fast food? Like what restaurants, what cafe, like what is fast food and what isn't?
So I think what caused this little rift, someone wanted Thai food. No,
I wanted Thai. I didn't want Thai food.
Okay, you had Thai food. So Luke had Thai food, sorry.
I got Thai food. Just for a bit of context, I was out at a studio session. There was like 6, 7, 8 of us there. They ordered Thai food for the gang. I got myself a pad Thai, so just some noodles, veggies, and chicken. It's haps. Yeah. Like, that's all I got. Anyways, keep going.
Yeah, and then someone asked me the next day about having Thai because someone else wanted Thai.
No. Someone else didn't want Thai. Someone wanted brownies.
No, someone wanted Thai. Yeah. And then I clarified Thai now.
Thai is no.
Yeah, Thai is no.
Even though for some reason the night before we clarified Indian was yes.
No, too nice. But yeah, anyway, we clarified it, yeah. And then someone wanted brownies apparently, and the person goes, I said no to Thai. And then they tried to cuck me and said no to brownies.
Yeah, because
I was like, brownies are fine. And then they were like, how can brownies be fine but not fast food? Like Thai.
Brownies are unhealthy.
And like, yeah, no, they are unhealthy. But my issue was the challenge would be fast food, not takeaway. And then I fucked up. I'll put my hand up here. Someone wanted like an eclair. I don't even know what the sweet was, but we went out and someone wanted it. And I said to them, I can't remember. I thought I said don't have it, but apparently I said to him like, 2K run if you have it.
Yeah. It was a blueberry Danish. That's what it was. It was a blueberry Danish.
I wasn't even that aware of what it was.
I know the facts, bro.
And I said to the guy like 2 kilometers if you do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck it, didn't have it. Girl had brownies, and he's like, nah, dead house. And then Luke's pissed because
I wanted my time. I had to go for a run. Oh, it was pressing.
So, we want to know. So we've figured it out now. We've said no fast food plus no fried food. So
like
you can have Thai, but no deep fried Thai.
So you can't get like spring rolls, dim sims, like money bags, none of that type of stuff. It has to be like real food in a sense, like something that's been prepared in the kitchen.
Even though this is what I was like arguing about. It's not the healthiest still. Like
it's still not the healthiest, but because the initial thought was no Macca's, Hungry Jack's, KFC, no, pretty much nothing with a drive-through. Realistically, was where my mind was kind of at with it. I was like, look, a Thai restaurant. It's a restaurant, but like at home, like it's all been clarified.
Yeah, but we want to know though.
We wanted to know. Question to the viewers, to the gang out there: is Thai food a fast food? I'm assuming when this comes out, we'll put up a poll or something on the story on Instagram at Hittin Different. So yeah, go vote on that. But we would like to hear from everyone just to settle the debate. Leave it to a democracy. Even though we did leave it to democracy, but
bullshit democracy. Last night they pissed me off so much. I didn't want to get into it. I can be even long.
We can talk about this for a while.
They rallied on me. I swear. I walk in from work to like whatever the haps was.
Yeah.
And everyone's just on my shit about like everything.
I was recruiting all night.
I could tell because everyone was on my shit that wasn't even involved in the process.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, once again, if we're gonna put it up on a poll, if Thai food is fast food, yes or no, let us know. Yeah, and that'll settle the debate once and for all. Yeah, and then we'll move from there. We'll move on. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, but without any further ado, let's get into Schoolies. So for anyone that doesn't know what Schoolies is for international listeners, I'm assuming all Aussies would know what
I would hope
Schoolies is. Yeah,
you've been living under a rock or something.
Yeah. So Schoolies is that time of year where everyone's graduated their high school, which is when we're 18. And then we go out get fucking
just
wasted.
A week.
And Schoolies doesn't have to be necessarily what Luke and I did. Everyone can have their own version of Schoolies. Like our mate went on the deadest one with his fucking blues.
Literally called us on the second day. I was like, yo, I regret it. I want to come. Like, I'll get a flight. Like, can't come sleep on your couch. Just type energy. And I was like, nah, bro. We booked this shit, bro. It's crazy times. It's crazy times.
So it can be whatever version. It could be a weekend away. It could be a week away. Whatever it is. So Luke and us, we're gonna get into our story today. We went to Gold Coast, infamous Gold Coast Schoolies, 2018. Honestly, peak Schoolies, I'd say. Peak Schoolies time.
Peak Schoolies.
Right now, apparently it's the deadest Schoolies.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok earlier, and it was one of the Schoolies and like stages. There was like a show, and there was like 12 people. Yeah. Like I was like, bro, that's dead. Yeah. Like that's so dead. Yeah. Like there's no fun involved at all.
No, and there's people like recording themselves like when you're at Schoolies, but all you're doing is like watching Shrek drunk.
Yeah.
It's like,
what are you guys actually doing? Like, just go out and go and get on fuck shit. Like, come on, man. Where's the energy?
One thing I give a bit leeway, I guess. I think someone was saying last night, this is a lot of the under 18s group.
Is it first week?
First week, yeah, just first week.
Okay.
So I think that's why there isn't as much like fuck house shit going on.
I get you.
Because obviously they can't go to clubs.
Yeah, they can't do
all that. Just because of their age and stuff.
Damn, honestly, that's a rough time.
Yeah, it is rough. I'd suck to be under 18 graduating.
Bro, I mean, one of the boys that came with us, sadly, had to go through that mish.
I don't give a fuck about him anyway.
Beefing.
We'll get into why as well.
Yeah. We'll get into that. But Yeah, honestly, should we
we'll get into it. Yeah. First day.
24th.
Yeah.
We catch a flight from Sydney to Gold Coast. Yeah. Or Brisbane. I don't know, one of the two, and then we
bust it across.
Yeah, bust it or a taxi or something. Ended up getting there reasonably late in the afternoon on the 24th, which was a Sunday, maybe Sunday, maybe a Monday.
Maybe Monday.
I don't know, one of those days. Got in there. There's like a Schoolies check-in zone, which is in like the middle of the main strip where we had to go get like our passes and all this type of stuff. Because pretty much the way it all works is it's like set up by a organization or company or whoever they are. And they pretty much will get like really good discounts at bars and all this type of stuff. But it's also brings in so much, what's the word, like revenue and stuff for those bars and stuff like that. So it's a partnership in a sense. 100%. So they pretty much will give you like these bands and stuff, and there's like club tours and stuff that you can sign up to that'll take you through everywhere and all that type of yaga. So it was pretty full on first day. Like when we got there, I had to put all the bags away, all that type of stuff, got all bands of everything like that. And then
so we got back to our apartment building. And we would like go chronologically through our days and the most fucked points of each day. So we got up there. We met a crew of people. I think it was in the elevator or something going up.
On the way up.
Yeah, and we're like, yo, you guys seem sick cunts. And they're like, yo, come down to our place, do prees with us.
Yeah. So we were on, I think, level 6 or something.
The top one.
Yeah, we were on the top level, and now we're on level 3 or something like that. So it was a bit of a mish, but honestly, it was fun. We found them.
No, it was fun. Yeah. And these guys were
off the shits.
They
were off the shits. Yeah. So they were from Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle,
and they'd driven up.
Yeah.
And for any of the older viewers, they drove up with a boot full of whipped cream canisters, I guess we could call them. And so we've opened this door. We've like knocked on the door, whatever. Like it's kind of like first vibes. Like we haven't met anyone, we haven't done anything, we haven't gone out. It's kind of like this could be fun. Like what's going on? Open the door, and there's like 3 of them sitting around with the. And I just fucking posted on my chart. They're off the shits right now. Yeah. And then there's the table. It's full of drinks and shit. Like it was a real party house. I can't lie. They were having a good time.
Yeah, they were vibing. The one thing Luke and me will probably address is like. Him and me, there's 4 of us that went in our little group. Him and me were the guys on
we were the party gang.
Every night from 3 a.m. woke up at like 10 and then go again.
If not earlier, I can't lie. Like those days we woke up earlier.
Yeah, but this group of people was like 8 of them, all on that energy. So we were with them the first night. We went out clubbing our first night, and not genuinely, wrong word choice there.
Wrong word.
This guy, the dude we were talking about, that was under 18, had a fake ID.
Frame up, honestly.
And it was the dodgiest ID we've ever seen. So I don't know if you guys have ever tried to make an ID or whatever.
So for context, he tried to make it. Instead of going to someone that makes them, professionally, or not professionally, but makes them in their spare time and does it often, he set up for like 2 months, like ordering in like the laminate, the cardboard, the plastic, the holographic, all this type of yaga. Yeah. Finally kind of got it all cooking, and then he wouldn't show us until we actually got there, because it was the big build up.
And he was so impressed about it as well.
Yeah, he was hyped about it. Realistically, when you think about it, it probably looks like, I don't even know, just like a piece of paper laminated.
It was the most sanded the edges of an ID.
But it was not ID. Like anyone could tell. Like it didn't even have, like the holographic that he got, I'm pretty sure was just like a thin layer of paper that he put underneath it, that if you held it at any angle, it looked like the same holographic.
Yeah.
And I was like, shut, like this is not gonna work very well. I can't lie, it's not gonna work at all.
So somehow this motherfucker got into 2 clubs.
Well, I think I was letting everyone in. Yeah. To be honest, like first night, it's just come on through. Like just swing through. Yeah. But sorry, keep going.
No, he just got caught out. And that's pretty much his Schoolies trip done now. Because him and me weren't going to say, oh, we're not going to club because you are. Cause
it wasn't like let's just sit in the hotel room and drink. It's I paid for my trip. I'm coming to go on a trip. Yeah,
so he was done the first night. And he didn't turn 18 until the day we were leaving.
Final night.
Yeah, and we'll get into what happened that night. So he was already gone. Our other mate wasn't as sociable in that sense, so he wasn't a clubbing type.
Yeah, he was not really a dancing party type of guy. He was more just vibing.
So he just chilled at home. So them 2 were like the buddies of the trip, and Luke and me were the
rowdy,
sicko mode,
scented bad.
Yeah,
scented bad.
So first night pretty chill. Met some people, went clubbing.
Yeah, it was a pretty good overall experience. Like it was a good little introduction to to
what it was
to the Schoolies event. Like we walked around to. I think we only went to like 1 or 2 clubs maybe.
Yeah.
In that night, like we didn't do too much exploring. We just kind of stuck with what we knew. I think that was when I first got introduced to the $5 wet pushy shots though.
So we have a question later on, like what was our favourite shot? We can say it now though.
Yeah.
Let's see who it is. So no, it was the one drink associated with the most fucked up night. So I wouldn't say it's a one drink associated, but the drink of Schoolies was wet pussy shots.
They were fucked.
Yeah,
because that was cheap as chips everywhere. Like no bar had them for over like $5.
No, yeah.
I swear they were like $3
yeah,
shots.
So I was gonna say we went to one club that had $3 wet pussy shots.
That was dragged.
Oh my days.
That was dragged. Because you'd order like 5 at a time, and you'd be like $15, like $15 for 5 shots. And it's just like, go crazy. You douche, back to back.
And they don't taste that bad either.
No, they taste amazing. It's nice. It's just a nice time.
So I feel like that's a Schoolies tradition. I feel like all the clubs for some reason just go, you know what?
Well, I think wet pussy shots are under a standard per shot.
They are.
I'm like half a standard or something.
I don't know what it is.
I couldn't tell you the exact. Yeah, they're like less than a standard. So they can get away with sending them. I can't lie. They can get away with just making a fuck ton of them.
For sure. So what was I saying? First night, we chilled, whatever. Second night, Luke mentioned they had all these little events he used to run. Oh, not used to. They run and stuff. So we signed up as we were getting our groceries done. So we did groceries the next day. And as we were walking out the grocery store, there was like this little stand there. I don't know if you remember how.
No, I do. Yeah, I do.
And we saw that. We're like, ooh, that's like interesting.
That looks kind of cool.
So we
walked club crawl or whatever it was. Yeah.
So we paid I forget how much we paid, but we paid for like
$80.
Yeah, it was cheap.
So cheap.
Yeah.
It was so cheap.
And the haps was you met at like a Holy Moly-esque thing.
Yeah.
With like bowling and all that. So you got a free game of bowling / Holy Moly.
Whatever it was, yeah.
A free drink there, and then you went to 9 clubs, and you got a free drink at every club.
Every single club. And it was like they moved every like half an hour to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And they would give you a free drink.
And you had a fast pass at every club.
Yeah, so you could go straight to the front of the line, like the whole gang would be moving. It was a rowdy time. And they'd play like games and stuff during the night. You do strip dances for like guy on guy strip dances, all that type of shit. Or who can hold the longest handstand, like all this type of dumb shit in the middle of a club.
Yeah,
like sicko mode's pumping on the bass, and you're like, yo, who can do the longest handstand right now?
Like flipping around.
It's like, bro, what in the fuck?
They let anything happen.
Anything.
Yeah. Like, this would not happen in Sydney clubs.
No. It'd be. I mean, Sydney clubs don't stay open, so sad times. But yeah.
Nah, it was fucked. And we had stickers as well on your relationship status. So green was single.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. And like orange was like complicated, and red was taken. Oh, that was haps. Because you literally just have to walk by and be like, oh, green? How you doing, bro? What's going on with you? Oh, shit.
It was a wild night. And I'm not going to lie, I think we lost the pub crawl towards the end.
No.
Everyone was getting that fucked. Because the group thinned. And
as it goes, because it would just be, you'd find a good club, or you'd find maybe you'd find a girl. And then spend the rest of the night with, and then the rest of the club would move, and you'd be like, I'll catch up to you boys.
I'll catch up. Yeah.
I'll meet you in the next club. I'll be there in like 10-15 minutes, don't worry.
That was exactly what was happening at one point. And it was fucked, so we were bouncing from place to place, and that was perfect for the second night in because we got to experience a lot of the clubs to know which was the best of all of them, kind of thing.
On God.
It was really good.
And actually blessed.
And then what happened? We ran into like friends of mine. So friends of mine I knew from.
Is it my first day?
Second night.
Second night. Oh, okay. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and we went to a strip club because the girls wanted to go to a strip club.
Yeah.
And we go in, right, and it is what it is. I'm not one for strip clubs. Like I don't enjoy life. I don't really.
It's not something you go to on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah. And I felt like awkward in there because it's just me. I don't know. I was like, what do I look at?
Oh no. Yeah.
And what had happened is we're sitting around there. I was on my phone, like in the corner,
just doing you. Yeah, bad.
And this like undo dude comes over and just yanks my phone.
He's like, hey yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, and he's like, yo, like this is mine. Like I get up, like, hey, what's going on?
Yo, bro, like, what are you actually on about right now? Because he thought some dude was just trying to wreck your phone.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, you can't have your phone out in here. I'm like, why? And he's like, you can't record. I'm like, I'm not recording.
I'm literally just scrolling. Like, I'm just on Instagram or some shit right now. Like,
and he's like, nah, bro, you gotta like get out with your phone then. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna get my phone. I'm gonna get out and enjoy it.
I'm not gonna swag.
So we went pub crawl or club crawl.
I was gonna say the prees. the start of a very important game that I think we
was
played.
that night?
That was that night. That was the first night we ever. First day.
Yeah.
So there's this game that we've kind of dubbed ourselves as a game called Odds and Evens that has since then been played at almost every prees that there's a deck of cards. So to give a quick rundown, it's like a 3x3 of cards, so they're all faced up. And you pretty much, it's a very simple game. We're not that smart. Yeah. And you pretty much all just, is you got 9 cards on the table. Yeah. You pick a card. You say higher or lower. Dush. If it's higher, if you say higher and it is higher, you're good. If you say higher and it's lower, you got to drink for the amount of cards that are on the stack of whatever you picked. So that was the first night that we got fucked. I can't lie, because we didn't realize how bad it would be until you get to the end of the deck, and each stack has like 8 cards on it. And then it's like a. And when they're all like sitting at like 6s, 7s, and 8s, and they could be on either side of it, you have no idea what the fuck's coming up. This is like, oh shit. So at points you were like sculling your drink like turn off to turn off to turn. It was dragged. It was dragged out of time.
Like Luke and I said earlier, we were waking up and drinking.
The go-to breakfast, for me at least anyways, was like a frozen pie and like a vodka raspberry.
We were living off pies.
Pies bad, I can't lie. They're like, we got like chicken pies, we got beef pies as well.
Every type of pie.
And there was meringue. And we had meringue as well.
That was literally meringue and pies.
Meringue and pies.
Pies in the morning, meringue
at lunch or some shit.
No, the hangover.
When you get home. Yeah.
We'd all post up like, and we'd tell each other our stories, because Luke and me used to lose each other during the night.
Oh, so often.
We were sweet with it. We knew we were doing our thing, and at some point we'd find each other.
For a bit of reference, the main strip, I can't remember what the strip's called.
Yeah, neither.
But there's like a main strip in Gold Coast Schoolies. Yeah. And all the clubs are along it. Like all the clubs, the strip clubs, like a lot of the main hotels. And the place we were staying was like a street away. So I knew pretty much at all times, like if worst comes to worst, I can just run back home. And then text you like, hey, meet at home. And then we go from there. Yeah. So like it was never an issue of like, oh my god, I've lost Jordan. Like what the fuck's going on? I mean there was a small moment of that, but we'll get into that as that's a few days later. Yeah. But there was never like an issue of like, oh my god, what the fuck's going on? Like where are people? Da, da, da. It was just like, fuck it, I'm here now. I'm doing shit. Like I'm with these men. I don't know who the fuck they are, but we're going. We're moving.
It was lit. It's called something Parade. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it's just a strip, as you were saying. It has everything on it.
So pretty much what you knew that. You were gonna be along there. Like you were gonna be in one of the clubs along there, or at food along there.
Funny story actually. So I can't remember what night it is. This one's gonna be a bit out of order. Yeah. So I went missing. Not missing. Well, I know that you're referencing another time. I'm assuming. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'll say anyway. I went missing, and I didn't go missing. I just left him for a while. Wasn't answering his shit.
You just dipped.
And I was sitting in the gutter at this point. And then all of a sudden, I hear like, Jordan, like, are you Jordan? And I turn around and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Oh,
you forgot about this, eh? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, your mate's been looking for you. I'm like, my mate? And I was like, what's going on? I was fucked up though. I wasn't
you were off the zen. You were sent.
I was very off the zen. And they're like, you have to go home. I'm like, who are you? What's going on?
No. Okay, so for a bit of context, at this point, I've like lost him. I think my phone might have been dead or something at that point.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that might have been the only reason why. But I was pretty much walking up to any stranger that would talk to me and just be like, hey, yo, my mate is about this tall, he's got dark hair, his name's Jordan, he's probably on his own right now, tell him to meet me at home, and I just move. Yeah. And I go find the next stranger and I'd be like, yo, da-da-da-da, same, and then move. And then find them. So I think, honestly, I had like half of the strip looking for you at one point.
Yeah, it was fucked. No, there was men.
There was people out here.
I was just sitting in the gutter looking down, and it was just because I was fucked. I needed time to like myself.
The deep breath, you know, when you're in the bathroom and you're looking in the mirror, you're like, damn, bro, I'm really fucked up right now. Like, shit.
One of those moments in Gold Coast gutter.
Bad.
And I turned around and there was like 8 people there. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, hey. And they're like, we're the Red Frogs. I'm like, what are the Red Frogs?
Oh, and I told the Red Frogs.
Yeah, you did. No, because that's what happened. There were other men there, but like the main people that found me were the Red Frogs.
Okay,
and they gave me a little pack of Red Frogs and they explained to me who they are.
Nice guys.
And they're like, you need to go home. I'm like, I'm not going home, brother. And I'm here for the send. Like, let me go. Yeah. And like, your mate's been worried about you. Then you come like shortly after, like, yo, like you found it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Red Frogs, Jordan. Gang, what's cooking? Yeah.
And then they start walking us home. I'm like, why? And they're like trying to like.
They're trying to reason with us because obviously, like for context, anyone that doesn't know what the Red Frogs are, they're like a group of volunteers that go up to all the Schoolies events. I don't know if all of the Schoolies events have Red Frogs, but I know the Gold Coast one definitely does. It's a group of like older kids that are volunteers, so kids that are like 19 to I don't think they take 19-year-olds. I think it's usually like 21 to like 25.
Yeah.
But people that have been to schoolies before know what it's all about. But they're more mature and can read a situation better because they're sober and they know what's going on in that type of situation. But yeah, they were just. I think they were trying to look out for us at the end.
No, they definitely were. We were just 18.
It was like, hey, bro, fuck off. I was going to get rowdy.
And so what they do as well, they cook pancakes for people at home. Supposedly. This is my issue, motherfuckers. We go home and their one selling point to me was like, we're going to get to your house and cook you pancakes. I'm like, you know what? Bless. If you're going to cook me pancakes,
sounds great.
I'm down for
arguing, it. Yeah.
So they go up to our apartment, we get there, we're chilling. Like we show them the place and like whatever.
Is that Korean? We're gonna MTV Koreas, yeah.
And then that was pretty much it. They were just like, okay, like you guys said, I'm like the pancakes. Like
thanks for getting home safe, and then they close the door.
Yeah.
They just leave.
And I was like, what about the fucking pancakes? Like we came here for pancakes
for no reason.
They didn't make a fucking single pancake for us. So him and me were like, fuck this, and we walked out.
I was gonna say, didn't we go back out?
Yeah, we went back out.
I'm pretty sure we went back out. Yeah.
So we went back out, continued clubbing, and then I come back home at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Or he comes home before me. I think you were home before me. I came home later.
I think I might have been home. Yeah, just a bit before you. That wasn't. Yeah. Okay. So, if anyone that doesn't know, if you go to schoolies, like we said, there's red, orange, and green bracelets. So everyone's about it. To be completely honest, like everyone is on fuck energy. So bit of a. Honestly, we'll skip the gory details. Yeah. But long story short, the deed's done. Where she's gone, Jordan's come home. I was blind drunk at the time. I was just doing whatever in the moment. I've obviously gone and started making mee goreng or some shit. I haven't turned on the light in the room. I haven't done shit. Jordan comes home, opens the door, turns on the light.
Because we were sharing a room.
Yeah. So it was me and him in a room, and then the other two boys in a room. So we really were a gang at that point. I can't lie. And yeah, so he turns on the light, opens the door. He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What? Like, what's going on?" I'm just trying to play it off. I'm like, "Hey, what's cooking, man? Like, what the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Shut. Like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what this is." I walk in. It's not my proudest moment, but there was definitely stains everywhere. On my bed. Yeah. That's why I was pissed off. We had two separate beds. And two singles. There were two singles. And this guy wheeled them together. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting. I remember my thought process. I was like, bro, this ain't enough room. I need more bedroom. So I literally pulled this bed across the room, lined them up, and then just went ham. I can't lie. And there was stains all over it. Blood because she was a virgin. Yeah. No, I don't know if it was blood. It was just stained though. I can't lie. Wasn't the whole idea she was a virgin? She might have been. Maybe there was other stains. I can't lie. Yeah. Well, anyway, there were multiple. There were stains. Yeah. Like it was ish. I was like, bro, fuck this, I'm sleeping on the couch. And we're still drunk at this point, very drunk. So it's not reasonable conversation. No, we're just saying anything. Like, fuck you, can't wait, you get fucking staying in the fucking bed. No, fuck you, I don't want to do more, I don't want it. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm sleeping on the couch. And he's like, I'm gonna wash it, bro. I'll wash it, I swear. And I was like, bro, it's like 4 a.m. By the time you wash it, it's done. It's just dead house at that point. I'm just sleeping on the couch. He's like, trust me, we'll be fine. I'm like, I'm just sleeping on the couch, just leave it. To be fair though, I chucked him, I think we chucked him in the wash that night, and then I just slept on like a bare mattress, and then you slept out on the couch. That was the night we was Family Guy. Actually. Yeah. And the couch wasn't too bad of a sleep. Yeah. I'm surprised. So yeah, thankfully for that. Thanks. It's blessed. It's blessed.
So we'd like to take a quick break to mention a word from our sponsors. Support for the Hittin Different podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who's the best in men's below-the-waist grooming.
Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0, available all across Australia and New Zealand.
Yes, Sirski, the 4.0.
This one right here.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you guys listening. We have 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code HCPod at manscaped.com.
Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, did you know Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredible, comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade
this one right here.
To reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. I now feel confident shaving my boys.
Hey, hold up. Did you mention wireless charging?
I didn't know.
The new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which helps battery length last longer.
Jeez. So the 4.0 really does hit different, eh?
It really does.
It's got all the little gimmicks, the little fucking...
It's got everything
bits
to
of
it.
technology to make it a nice experience.
It's just too nice. It's
really,
too clean.
It is really, really clean. Do you have any like notable or little features you enjoy from it?
I've been using it for a while now.
Yeah.
And I can just say like it's easy, quick. There's like I personally haven't cut myself at all with it, so that's always a plus for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think it's just a really good tool. I've really enjoyed it, and I think I'll be using it more often.
Damn, that sounds pretty nuts.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code HDPod at manscaped.com.
That's right, 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using the code HDPod.
Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Your balls will thank you.
And that'll be that. Thank you. Back to the program.
Next morning was bike day.
Mopeds. The mopeds bad. Honestly, this is your story. Go crazy.
Okay. So we woke up, again, drinking in the morning, still hella hungover. And we were fucked. Every morning, him and me would take his strepsils and...
it was the...
Hydrolyte.
Hydrolyte was goated, I can't
Because our throats were fucked.
I had a big bottle of Hydrolyte and it was lit. That was the... Speaking of your throat being fucked, that was... Didn't you, like, burn the back of your throat with how much,
alcohol.
like, liquor you consumed? Like, not just alcohol, like, straight spirits.
So that was the issue.
Doing straight shots, that's what the issue was, yeah.
Because I was a little, like, health bitch back then. And I was like, I don't like drinking soft drinks, so I'm just going to take down straight vodka, liquor all the time. So most of my Schoolies trip was me just taking down straight
vodka.
And I had like a burning throat for long, like months after the fact. And I saw a doctor like a few weeks when we came back from. And he's like, I think you're just drinking so much like raw alcohol
in the short ass time span
that you burn your throat. And it's just because I was really phlegmy for so long and coughing like a scabby throat.
Icky, just not nice.
And I didn't know why I had it. And yeah, it took me months to recover from that.
It was a rough time.
So we went on mopeds. So
scooters.
Scooters, and they weren't electric ones. People were riding electric ones. Our mate, who was a motorcyclist, was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna ride
the petrol ones. We're going crazy with this."
So we shouldn't have drove them. Because you needed a license.
You needed your license minimum. So I think you only had to the other mate. So the mate that was under 18.
Yeah.
He only had his L's.
Yeah.
Which meant that he could only drive an electric or something that was like one level under what everyone else got.
Yeah.
Because the fourth mate technically had his bike license, so he could get the fastest one if he technically wanted to. But he got the same one as the rest of us just because it was the Haps. But sorry, keep going.
And we're fucked up like hooligans driving through Gold Coast. And
we're all hungover as shit.
No,
it definitely wasn't legal.
No, it wasn't legal. No, it was not.
Because when you think about it, if you get pulled over on one of those, you can get breath tested.
Oh, they sent that to us.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Are you guys gonna be fine?" And we're like, "Yeah." I feel fine today.
Right.
I got up, I woke up, I'm alive. Like, should be fine.
No, we're moving.
So like they have all the footpaths for the electric ones, but obviously because we're on the diesel, you can't ride them on the streets.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You have to ride them on roads.
On roads, yeah.
So we're fucking
like
demons,
fanging it down the street and shit.
Yeah, with other cars around us, it was fast, bro.
Bro, you could get fast as fucking those things.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we got
a speed limit. Yeah. 80 at one point.
Yeah. I remember it was like a one strip along the beach. Fanging it down. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually gonna die today. Like, if there's ever a moment to die at Schoolies, it's gonna be this moment.
And I had a close moment. We're taking a corner, and I was like, "Oh, with that fuckhead that like hits it hard."
Hit the screw. Yeah, you go around. Yeah.
I've never ridden a bike ever, so the confidence that came out of nowhere for this.
You were still drunk. That's what it was. Honestly, you were just off the Zans. Yeah.
And as I'm hitting the corner, like I'm like, "Oh fuck!" I can feel myself starting to lose it.
You're going a bit fast.
And like as a dumb cunt instinct, I fucking ripped the accelerator harder because like my panic just pulled.
It just squeezed.
Yeah.
You tightened up. You locked up. Fuck.
And as I'm going around the corner, I skid.
Yeah.
The wheel kicks up. And I'm like, fuck. There's a ute in front of me. Parked ute.
Yeah.
And the tray was like right in my eye vision. I'm like,
it's like a big metal tray.
Yeah. I was like, fuck this. I jumped off. Let the fucking bike slide straight under the fucking ute, and I've just missed this.
Like literally, like it's under the ute.
You know,
like there's no exaggeration.
Out.
Like we had to pull this bike out from under the ute. I have no idea how it didn't hit anything. Like not even an exhaust or anything.
Yeah, no, it was so lucky.
No idea how.
Yeah. And I've fallen over like onto someone's front lawn, you can explain your perspective on that. 'Cause I didn't see it.
So I'm like in this little formation that we got going. I'm at the back, and it's like Jordan, and then the two other boys are at the front. So I've seen pretty much the whole thing unfold. So we're taking a right hand turn. It's like a little side street type thing. as we go around, we're going, and all I hear is this, and I'm like, the fuck, like, what's going on? And I hear this, oh fuck, and I look up, and you're off the bike, and the bike is like under a thing.
Yeah.
There's like these two random ass pedestrian bystanders. Like, they must have lived in the area because they didn't look like Schoolies kids. They were a bit older.
Yeah.
So they're like sitting there. They've watched the whole thing unfold. So the bike, like as you've like ran off it and jumped off it, it's like spun, like not spun out, but it's like proper slid under this U. And we're like, what the fuck? You were like not on the floor, but you rolled. You had to take a roll. You had to take a. It was a.
I had to genuinely jump off him.
You jumped out of this bitch. So then like pretty much it all kind of. You like got up, the other two boys turned around and came back. They're like, what the fuck happened? And we were just like, we don't fucking know. Like shit just happened. And then we're like, wait, where the fuck's the bike? And we're like, oh shit, the bike's down there. So we like pull it out. And then, because we paid insurance or something for it, didn't we? Yeah. Well, it wasn't a lot. It was like $100 deposit or something, or some shit like that. But it was just like fuck, like, damn, we might get in a bit of trouble for this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we ended up like driving. I think it was pretty calm after that. Like, I think we kind of slowed it down. We stayed on the side streets.
Oh, because I got fucked from it. So, like I said, I had to jump off. So, I cut my knee up. It wasn't too bad, like a normal fucking grade, I guess. My back was fucking cut all to bits on the left side of it.
Grazed type burn.
Yeah, burn. It was fucked. And the worst part was my hand. I wish if I have a photo, and this is like a TikTok, I'll place a photo on the thing as I'm speaking right now. But from my thumb all the way like down across here, so audio listeners, tip of thumb all the way to the other across like hand of my palm. Yeah. Ripped. Like not a cut, like ripped open.
Like it was a deep cut. Like there was
because I used that as my rocks and shit. Yeah, it was gravel road. It was a gravel road, and I jumped off and used that as like my floor breaker. Yeah, and it ate everything. It took the crunch of everything, and it looked so bad. There was blood. Everywhere.
It was you were literally dripping. Yeah, like it was dragged. I can't lie.
And we go back, like Luke mentioned, there was insurance and stuff. So we've ridden around whatever for a bit longer. I was like, I'm calm. Like
it's not too bad, honestly.
We pull up. There's scratches on the minor scratches.
Nothing that you wouldn't, because it's not like they were brand new mopeds. There's nothing that you could discern as like, no, that was definitely there before, or like that wasn't there beforehand. Like it was just like a. It survived.
So we low-key got away with it, except the fact there was blood dripping all off me and on the bike. And then like you fall over, and I had a little fall. And I tried to hide my hand because I was
you're like, no, if they see this, they're gonna know that I ate shit. Bad.
And they were just like looking at the bike and blood all down the side of it and stuff. And like,
it's like you did like you either ran up, drilled someone, and then got back on the moped and dipped. That's all it was.
And they're like, did you crash into someone? I'm like, no.
I just hit myself. It's alright.
It was a small little like hit into something, and they're like, okay, so we got our money back, and that was that. And
we never got on them again though.
Yeah.
It was like
because we talked about it, and they were like, no, fuck that.
Honestly, we've seen what can happen if you go wrong, and Siebes getting in that wrong
predicament again. So normal fucked up night that night.
Was it?
Yeah. Why? What
might not have been. So that was the night we're doing pub crawl again.
Yeah.
That was the night that we went beach swimming.
Oh yeah.
So obviously it's right next to the beach and stuff. So once again, linked a girl then. Yeah. Went back to the beach, did things on the beach, whatever, and then we went back to the apartment, whatever. And then it was still like because we left the club reasonably early. Yeah, we left the club by like 9:30 because honestly, like I said, fuck energy. Like it was just the haps of the day. But yeah, keep going, sorry.
No, I was just saying I was fucked from the cuts. I think like we got really fucked the night before, and we were drinking early that day as well.
Yeah, bad. Because we started drinking as soon as we got back. Because you were like, this hurts me. I need something to wash it down.
And it was still like 10:30 a.m.
Yeah. It was early. So we ended up leaving the club a little bit earlier. Whatever. And then as we finished up, we like went down to we went for a Macca's trip. That's what it was.
Was that the Macca's?
That was the Macca's trip.
So I wasn't there for it. So yeah, you explain what happened.
So pretty much, I'm walking down like along the beach with these girls. Some random ass guy walks up to us, starts like chatting yoga, and he's like, yeah, like let's go get Macca's. I'm like, okay, like fuck it, come along with us. So this guy, like, he's drunk off his tits, I can't lie. comes in, starts like just ordering anything, like literally anything you wanted.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
just like, yeah, you know what? I feel like some nuggets douche. I feel like family box douche. I feel like cheeseburger douche. Big Mac douche. Quarter pounder douche.
Yeah,
Chicken douche.
everything.
Literally ordered like half the fucking menu.
Yeah.
Paid for it and then disappeared.
Yeah.
Like he just fucked off.
Yeah.
Like he because we sat down in the Macca's and then we like looked around for a bit. And we're like, where the fuck is this guy? Like, where the fuck did this guy actually go? Because he was loud. Like he wasn't just a quiet bloke. Like he was sitting there like waffling apart, like saying anything. Like he was drunk waffling. Anyways, he's done his bit, left, and we're like, what the fuck? So what do we do? And so like calls out the order, and there's literally like 3 bags worth of Macca's.
Yeah,
this guy's paid for. Like mans must have paid at least like $100 for his Macca's.
Oh, more.
If not more. He dragged it so
Yeah.
bad. So yeah, we're like, fuck it, like free food. So we get like 3 Macca's bags. So it was me and 2 other girls. So like we were each carrying like the proper family size Macca's bags, not any of the small shit.
Nah.
So we're walking back to the thing. We're like just eating shit, like half eating a burger and then throwing it out, moving on to the next burger, just
munching through whatever. At that point, from what you told me, you literally take a bite of that and just throw it out.
Yeah, no. It was honestly like
it was way too much.
Food was in like
it felt infinite.
Yeah, infinite bad. I can't like it just never stopped. But yeah, honestly, I think after that.
Well, he came home because, like I said, I wasn't there at the time. He was walking with like 3 family boxes. I'm like, why?
Yeah, like what did you get this for? Like why? And I was like, it's free.
And then, I was like,
it's free.
Okay,
can't argue.
Yeah, fair enough.
Honestly, that was a good time.
So that was that night, and then the next day we met up with the friends of like that we knew, Claire and Tiana.
Yep. Shout out.
Oh, fucked up.
Fucked up.
Very
bad.
fucked up.
Fucked up bad.
Very. So one of the questions here, Jono. So I mentioned it earlier. One drink you associated with the most fucked up night.
Oh, Mish. You know what? Yeah.
JD and Coke.
JD and Coke.
This girl killed me with them. Killed me. She made a JD Coke that was like full cup JD. I mentioned this on the bar episode when I was saying like the drag drink I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, like full cup of JD with a dash of Coke.
A dash, like a literal dash.
Yeah. And then I drank it because I was pretty drunk at the time, so I was able to down it.
Yeah.
But
you regretted it instantly because in that cup would have been like 4 standards. 5 standards at least. Like she dragged it. Like she really fucking dragged it.
And so it ended up getting into a point where I got to a cross-dressing.
Yeah. so we ended up like going to the girls' place. Like they were in a hotel.
Their apartment, yeah.
Yeah. And they had like a pool downstairs. So we've all obviously gotten ready, gone down to the pool, and like I think at one point we were doing like photo shoot, like not photo shoots, but
like cat photo.
Yeah,
shoots.
cat photo shoots. Like oh shit,
yeah,
all that type of yoga. And then so at one point I don't know if you put it on just because you wanted to.
I probably did, honestly.
Yeah, it was just a house, but I turned around at one point and you're like sitting there in the girls' like top.
Yeah.
And just posted it and I'm like, what the fuck? Like what's going on? And I'm like, your photo shoot, and you start posing with it, all this and then fuck, what ended up happening? You ended up running upstairs.
Yeah, so
with her clothes on. You ran away with it. You were like, yo, you don't need this anymore.
Because I wanted my clothes back, and they got rid of my clothes, and I didn't know where they'd gone. So I was like, I'm gonna go back up to the place because I knew I had a spare shirt up there. And so I had to walk through this, like, there's other Schoolies kids there.
Like the main foyer of one of the bigger hotels as well,
yeah,
so there's everyone in this bitch.
Everyone. And we're waiting for this fucking, like, what do you call it?
The elevator.
Elevator to come in, because, big bitch. It was like 30-story place. I waited so long for, like, 4 different elevators to eventually come down. Oh, it was so embarrassing and so awkward.
Bro, so many people walked past you and just looked at you.
Like, what the fuck?
What are you actually fucking doing?
Yeah. And I was like, honestly, you've seen me now.
It's just cross-dressing, honestly. It's 2018, bro. It was 2018 back then.
Yeah.
Just grow up with it, man.
So, we got really fucked up that night. That day.
No, because, we were drinking from, like, literal wake-up.
Yeah.
Because
we were like, we had a better sleep because we didn't have as big as a night. We did get fucked, but not as bad as, like, the first
Nowhere
two.
near. And we also ate heaps the night before. So we, like, woke up, like, fresh. We had our hydrolyte, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
From meat pie. Cheeky raspberry vodka.
And then we just got onto it straight away. And then what had happened? So we drank there, got fucked up on the JD and Coke.
Then we went back.
We went back to ours. Yeah. Drank
more.
And then then Luke goes to me. So I'm pretty frigid. This is like probably the story of the
what really exposed you into the world in a sense.
So I'm really frigid at this point. I'm still not like a guy that's out there like that in general.
You're not thought.
Yeah.
Realistically.
And he was like, yo, tonight we're just gonna send it. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like,
crazy.
Like, we're gonna see who can body the most numbers tonight, like make out with the most girls.
Because honestly, that was the thing at school, is like, because just from personal experience anyways, pretty much every girl that you dance with at a club, you'd hook up with for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then you just move. And you go find another girl to do it with. So, like, you'd confidently say you'd leave each club with at least like a few hookups, if not like in the double digits. Like, it was dragged at some point.
And I don't think I had yet at that point. If I did, it was like 1 or 2 girls.
Yeah, you might have hooked up with like 1 or 2, or like...
Yeah, it wasn't like something I was going out for at the time.
You weren't going crazy with it.
But yeah, this night, he's like, tonight's like the night.
We have to send it. We have to go crazy.
Oh my days. So,
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, this is gonna like go a bit long, I think. So, I was like, you know what, fuck it. We're just gonna do it.
We'll
so
go crazy.
The goal was who's gonna get the most, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna get the most numbers. So, our numbers were very high. I will,
confidently say we got above like 25, 30. I'd say with confidence, and that's just from memory. Like, because we were still doing the pub crawl back then. Like, so every night was pub crawl. Like, you'd meet up with the same people, not the same people, but you meet up with the pub crawl group, and. Actually, no, I think by that night we'd figured out the trick. Yeah. You use the pub crawl pass to get a stand at every single club while it's free. Yeah. And then you can spend the rest of the night walking wherever the fuck you want. So you pretty much, I think it was like, I think I usually had it on my right arm, but you'd have like a full, it looked like a tattoo. I can't lie, you just have every club down your arm as you go. Yeah. And so I think by that night we'd already figured that out. Yeah. And we'd gone and got all our club stamps first, and we started from like the clubs closest to our hotel and just made our way down the strip and just worked through everything. I can't remember. So back to the fact of making out with everyone. So I can't remember most of them. There was 2 I remember vividly. So one girl, we wanted to push into a line. It was one of the better clubs in the place. I think it was like VIP or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, I got this, like, I'll find a girl. We need to swing. Yeah. And she was cute, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. The girl, I don't know if you remember this story. She had like peach fuzz on her thing, but it was like shaved peach. That was the only issue. It was really rough around. You know, like it's
girls
like
kiss a guy, and then like they complain about their prickliness. She had the prickliness.
She's hairy.
Sorry, girls. Like, I don't mind if you have a bit of hair, that's fine, but don't shave it. Just let it be, because then you don't have that prickly.
It's not like a stubble. You don't want stubble.
No one can tell. I literally, there's probably girls there that I would have had similar thing that they haven't shaved, and you cannot tell. You don't care.
If it's blonde hair,
you don't see it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, even if you can see it like bright, it's not that. Unless like an actual mustache.
Yeah, so you're growing a beard to compete with mine, and then it's dead happy.
Yeah, but this girl had prickles all around here, and when I was like kissing, I was like,
this ain't it, bro.
It's like a porcupine.
No.
It was so disgusting, and she was going ham, and I was trying to like back up. So
I just want this fucking life. I'm just trying to, can we just talk for a few seconds real quick? Like, please, what's your name, bro?
She was on me, bro.
Yeah, it was this was the one that you have to run away from in the line.
So this is how this happened.
Okay.
So she wouldn't like.
She just wouldn't fuck off. She literally just wouldn't fuck off.
No. So I was like, fuck, I need to find another girl to make out with for this girl to dead it, because this is how bad it was. She was just chasing me around, and I was like, nah, you need to stop this shit. So I've like gone forward in line, like, yo, anyone, like, hello.
I remember this.
And what
happened? You literally said to a girl, yo, I'm trying to get another girl to leave me alone. Can me and you hook up? And I swear to God you did.
Yeah, we did. And it was so embarrassing, because so we made out, that was fine. But then we started talking, and she's like to me, I forget how the conversation even got to the point, but she's like, do you know this person? I'm like, yeah, it's my cousin. They're like, no way, I don't know if you... And I'm like, what do you mean you know her? And like, I think they went to the same school, stuff like that.
Same something, bro, but they were from the ends.
And I was like, bro, and they were calling her a bitch. I'm like, bro, this is my cousin.
This is my cousin right now, bro. Hey, beefing my cousin.
They fucked me so bad, because... So, like, it's me and, like, 3 girls. Yeah. And then they're sending, like, a Snapchat, like, yo, we're with your cousin. They're kissing me. I'm like, don't send this to her. And I said, please don't send it. Like, don't.
Absolutely do not send this out, please.
And they sent it because I had a family function at Christmas, like, 3 months. Oh, would it be that month? I had a Christmas that month. And my auntie, she's like, yo, did you hear about like...
Schoolies? Oh, that's rude. That's rude.
So rude.
That's baited.
So what would have happened would have been cousin got it. Cousin told mum.
Yeah,
which is auntie.
And then
it passed. Mum knew as well. And I was like,
no.
It So I'm not going to name the name of the cousin.
Yeah, but exposed. You got exposed bad.
Yeah, those bitches exposed me so bad.
The one fucking night.
So yeah, I was like, nah, fuck this, I have to debut as well. Move up like 4 people. Baddie, this Italian girl. So the way I started the conversation with her, did you have something to say, sorry?
No, I was just waffling.
Yeah, so the way I had something to start this conversation with her is she had her passport out, so I'm like, bet, this is a point of conversation to me right now. This is what I took. I was like, why do you have your passport out? And then she started speaking, I was like, whoa, you're like a foreign accent.
Yeah, you ain't from around here, yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, I'm from Italy, like, she's not Schoolies, nothing. She just happened to be part of the fucking...
Surely she timed it.
Yeah, no,
I can't lie, yeah. Well, she probably finished her schooling in Italy and then just came to Australia.
No, she's a bit older.
Oh.
She was 23.
Oh.
That's why this is crazy.
It's fire times, I can't lie.
Yeah, and so we get in and I've started talking to her from the passport thing.
Yeah.
And
I think at this point I'm off doing, because
we were the same line still.
Well, it was the whole thing of, because it was a hookup challenge, we couldn't spend the night next to each other all the time. No. Because it was dead, like you like one person, if you start hooking up, you just have to go.
Yeah,
you move on, you find,
And so I go in with this girl, and I don't know if this is the story, but you get into it. So I was making out with something. I made out with the Italian. Baddie. That was like biggest dub. I don't think the story though. I think it was another.
I think it was another girl.
Yeah. So
this was same night, but I don't know if we were going to the same club. I think this is after we'd left that club. We'd gone to Bedroom. It was in Bedroom.
Oh yeah, it was a different different person.
Another club called Bedroom. Basically, the idea of the whole place is they've got like a main dance floor, and then all around the outside of the club is just like these queen beds.
Yeah.
That have like got like lights and stuff on it. And like it's all done up really nicely. I was a bit sus about like, actually sitting on any of the beds because people with drinks and stuff spilling shit. It just wasn't a fun time.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant.
Speaking of the spilling, there was 2 people that were trying to like fuck on one of the beds at one point, and everyone was like, "Get a room,
get
the fuck out!" Like, what are you actually trying to do? Like, they were trying to like slip under covers and shit. I'm like, yeah, chill. Like, literally,
it's
chill.
so open. It's not
like everyone can see the beds. Like, it's somewhere where you're meant to sit and talk with people and kind of get a more intimate feeling. But you're not meant to actually fuck in the middle of a club, like that's just not the haps. So we're like in Bedroom at this point. I think that photo that I showed you actually of me with that was taken in Bedroom. So I'm pretty sure it's after that photo, because I'm pretty sure I might have come and tried to show you the photo or something along those lines. Like, hey yo, look what I'm doing right now. So I'm like looking for Mendham. There's like it's like kind of multi-layered in a sense, where there's like some up, like you can walk up and look down on the dance floor. So I'm like scanning the dance floor, and I spot him. I'm like, oh, my boy. And then douche right next to him, a dime, I can't lie. I'm like, shit, man, dime bad. I'm like, oh my days. So I'm like, shit, like, my boy's doing it. I'm like, he's goated right now. Like, because like you said before this, you weren't out on fuckery. Like, you never were. Like, it was never like a thing of like, yeah, let's go get bitches. Like, this is never the house. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at you, I'm like, man, this is killing it. And my drunk ass just didn't care. I fucking fly down. I'm running, like, not running, but like, I'm moving with speed. I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. I gotta congratulate my boy. I walk up, I grab you from the shoulder, I pull you away. You're like, mid hooking up with this girl. Pull you up, I'm like, yo, man, damn, you fucking killed it. And like, she's obviously standing there like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is actually happening right now? And I'm like, no, you fucking killed it. Like, you fucking go. All this type of yoga.
He turns around and grabs me on both shoulders.
Yeah, like, what the fuck
is going on? And he's like, your numbers are insane, and he just made out with like
baddies.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then it was
I was dead. But yeah, you ended up turning around. And by that point, she'd gone, and I was like, yo, I'm sorry, but I regret nothing. It was haps.
Yeah.
It was.
And like at the same time, I was like, you know what? Like it is what it is. It was a Mendham moment. You know what I mean?
Gang shit.
But I died. Like this dude literally, like he didn't even let it to finish.
No. I saw it.
We for a while. And
I saw the haps, and I said, I'm coming. My Brodom needs support right now. I need to gas this guy up.
It kills me. What a time. But I think that was the end of that. So like it was pretty late at that point. That was like the topping point. We both sort of like sat there, recalibrated on what kind of girls there were, like our numbers and stuff. I think I was just winning it, and Luca was like, damn, you actually did it.
Yeah.
Like
because I think throughout.
They were very close, the numbers.
Yeah, I think throughout it was reasonably close.
Yeah.
And then, I think I came home early.
But
which is what it was. Like, because I don't know whether this is complete facts or not, but I'm pretty sure, just from memory, my number was at like 34 for the night.
Yeah.
And then I think I hadn't seen you for a while. My phone must have been dead. I was like, fuck it, I'll take my home. So I just made my way. I left. So
you took a girl back with you. Because that's why you won. Because I had more numbers, but then you.
Oh yeah.
Took it to next level.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a dub in a sense. Like it was more of a side quest. Yeah. To be honest, it was. I completed the side quest, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say in terms of just hookup numbers, the basis of the game, you definitely won. Means it's goated.
And that was pretty much it. We had another 2 days there, but I don't think anything. It was just like more fuck nights. We saw Captain Morgan. So I have this hat in that
guy, Captain. Oh. Captain Morgan. Yeah, so you got a...
Yeah, I got a headset on.
How's that look? Oh, it looks decent, honestly. Anyway, it's not looking bad.
Yeah, Captain Morgan the drink. There was a literal pirate at one of the clubs walking around giving out hats.
Giving out hats and stuff.
And he was fast taking photos. And we have like an iconic photo with the dude.
He was a lit ass guy.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
But I think it was pretty casual the rest. Like we just had more fucked up nights. And then we'll explain our final night. Which is like not sleeping.
No. So the next night, the second night was my moving Uber night. So this is a bit of a story.
Get into this.
It's a bit of a story. So I had gone. So we'd been drinking all day. Yeah. Off the shits already.
Nothing
new. We were up in the apartment. There was a servo like literally down the road, across the road. But one of our mates with us who was not 18 at the time.
Yeah.
Liked to smoke. So I said, fuck it, I'll go buy you darts.
No, I think he was 18 just didn't want to. Because he had an issue with a girl at the time and he was on the phone and didn't want to leave his apartment.
Oh, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it was. So, so long story short, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just go buy the darts. Sorry, I'm not too fast. So I'm like fucked up at this point, go downstairs. Somehow in that trip, we believe, we don't know for certain, it's never been confirmed or denied.
We can't, yeah.
It's impossible to now. But we believe that during the trip across the street and into the servo, I've put my drink down, because I just had a red cup drink. Like it was just a pre-mixed drink at home. Like it was nothing, it was nothing too crazy. So I've somehow in that time put my drink down and someone's put gummies or something in my drink.
I remember you spat them out.
Yeah, I spat it. I remember because we were walking.
So it would have still been the same cup because we were walking. So you've done this as you come up. We're leaving straight.
It's literally just giving CDs and we're gone.
Yeah, and we're walking down the street. We walk into a little group of people. This is why I thought it was a little group of people potentially. And he drinks his cup. We're like, fuck, we've got to scull. We're about to head into the main area. We can't have our cups out. So we scull it, and he sculls his back. And then he spits out, 2 gummies.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck are they?
Yeah.
And we didn't think twice about it.
No.
Honestly, didn't think a single thing about it. Thinking back to it, there's definitely some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it was or how, like, I have very, very scattered. I have very, very scattered memory from the night. But, pretty much was spat out these gummies, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, anyways, moving on.
The moving Uber story.
So the moving Uber story. So night's going on, whatever. I'm fucked. I'm off the Zans. I actually don't remember how exactly I've gotten to this point. But I'm in one of the clubs and there's like this, like, I don't know, maybe like 45, 50-year-old, like somewhere she's old, though. I can't like she's old. Like it wasn't nice. I can't like I was fucked.
Yeah.
She tasted like cigarettes. And it just wasn't it. I can't lie, like definitely not the haps. So she's like pulled me, because I'm obviously like slurred, I'm fucked up, like I'm sloshed, I'm like dying in the club right now. So she's pulled me out of the club. I might have even got asked to leave. I can't lie, like I was fucked. Yeah. So she pulled me out of the club.
And just to preface, I wasn't with Luke at all.
Yeah. This is
I was clubbing by myself, for hours as well. Like we were gone. And then I came home, and he would have probably still been out for another 2 hours when all this happened.
It was fucked. So I'm out literally on my ones doing anything. Like I have literally zero recollection of what happened that night. But I remember being like taken out the front of the club, and this old ass lady's still with me, and she's like, oh, and she starts showing me photos of like her sucking dick, all this type of stuff. I'm like, right, you're doing anything, like I'm fucked right now, like I'm not about it. And so she turns to me at one point and she's like, oh, like, do you want to catch an Uber back to mine? I was like, oh fuck it, like whatever, but I just want to go. Like I'm not fast, I don't care about it. And then she's like, call the Uber. She's like still trying to hook up with me and stuff. Tastes like absolute dog shit. I think at one point she hooked up with me, and because she tasted so bad, I literally vomited. Like I turned and straight vomited in the gutter next to us. And then so Uber's finally pulled up. I've like hopped in the Uber. So it's along the main strip. So I think the speed limit was only like 20 or 30 maybe. Like it wasn't a fast. There was constantly people walking across the traffic. Like it was fine, whatever. Yeah. We're like sitting in the back of the Uber, and we're like going. We've only been in it for like maybe 10 seconds. I'm like, shut. Like, where the fuck am I going? I was like, my house is like a street away. Like, why the fuck am I in an Uber right now? So I'm like, oh, like, where are we going? Like what's actually happening right now? And she's like, oh, like my house is just 20 minutes away. Started telling me she had a daughter my age as well. This type of young girl. I'm like, right, like what? She's like, yeah, you have to be quiet when we get back. You don't wake her up. Wow. Mish, I can't lie. Yeah. She's like, yeah, you have to be quiet when we get back. You don't want to wake her up. All this type of yoga. I'm like, okay. And I was like, wait, so whereabouts are we going? And she's like, oh, it's like a 20-minute drive. I'm like, 20 minutes? Yeah. I'm like, bro, I want to go 20 minutes. I got a bed, like 5-minute walk. Yeah, like I ain't fucking doing this. So I'm like, no, like honestly, like sack it, like I'm Gucci. She's like, no, you're already in the Uber, and I'm like, no, fuck this. Yeah. Like open the door and just roll out of this Uber. Yeah. Like so, it's obviously, like I said, it's not going super fast, but it was definitely still moving. Like there was no pre-warning, there was no nothing. I just seatbelt off, rolled. Yeah. Like I literally rolled out the door of the Uber. Like the Ubers are kind of like stopped a few meters ahead and been like obviously the driver like, what the fuck is going on? My passengers is fucking yeeted out the fucking door. So he's obviously like stopped, and then like the girl's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nah, see ya. I'll close the door. I'm like stumbling back home, all this type of yoga. Ended up like, I don't know.
So I'll explain, So this guy stumbles through the door and we're like, yo, where the fuck have you been? Were you trying to contact you?
Off his hands.
And he was almost in tears. Like he did cry at one point, but he was like... At one point,
I was very fucked up, I'll be honest.
Very fucked up. And he was like, bro, like there's a girl trying to like get with me, I'm like, what are you saying? Like he wasn't being coherent
I was
anything what he was saying.
Yeah.
And again, we haven't realised he was spiked until the day after or after the fact. So we're thinking this guy's fucked up. And we're like, bro, like what's wrong with you? Like, just speak to us. And he was fucked, and he was saying, this guy moving Uber, this girl tried to like maybe go to her place. I'm like, what are you saying, bro?
What's going on? Like, what are you actually saying right now? I'm like, no, bro, it's fucked. Like, life's done. Like, I was.
Because your head would have panicked as well, maybe.
Yeah, no. I was sitting there. I'm like, where the fuck am I going? Yeah. Like, I think it was like a fight or flight instinct in the sense of like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't have any of like my shit on me. Like this is not where I'm in a state that I do not live in. Yeah. Like this, I cannot get lost in the middle of fucking nowhere and have to walk back to wherever with that phone.
Good vibe.
Yeah, no, it was just not the haps. I can't lie.
Yeah, and like imagine she was like dying peace, got a life.
Yeah, honestly, like, bad. There might have been baddie ass MILF. Different scenario. I'm going straight back, but like
you had a bad situation. It was weird situation.
Yeah, it was just like. This ain't it, bro. Like, why are you a 45-year-old at a fucking Schoolies event? Like, this is sus. It's sus.
And, so he comes in, he's explaining, crying, but he's, like I said, incoherent. Like, we're trying to understand this story for him for long, and he can't, like, say physically what's going on to us.
Like, fucked. I remember the only person I spoke to that night, like, properly...
Was Connor?
Georgia.
Oh, Zab on the phone?
Yeah. So, shout out... I don't know if Georgia watches these or not, I can't lie, but if she does, shout out Georgia. I ended up calling her at one point. It was like 4 a.m, and I was like, yo, like, please pick up. Finally picked up, and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fucked. I explained like the whole situation to her. And she's like, oh, like, just drink water. You're with Jordan right now, like, you're fine.
Because I spoke to her as well,
I think it was like a mix of like, I was fucked up, and then I was having like, I don't know if you'd call it an anxiety attack or something. But something like something along the lines of where everything was just everything felt like it was going wrong. Yeah. And life was just not good. And I was like, bro, fuck this, George is up, the goat, pulled me out of it, living the best life, all that type of fun stuff. But I guess that's kind of the end of the moving Uber story.
Yeah, and we stayed up to like 5 a.m. Well, I stayed up to 5 a.m. with it because he couldn't sleep. And I didn't, now it makes sense why he couldn't sleep.
Like, I literally was sat in bed just like, what the fuck is going on? I had so much energy, like, I was just...
It fucked him. He walked into the room with like a bottle of vodka, and the next day you wouldn't get rid of the vodka. We had to try to get it off you because you were like, that really fucked you up, whatever happened that night.
Yeah, I can't lie. Like, I woke up the next morning and I was just like, no, bro, like, fuck this. Like, I don't want to be here. I think by the end of the afternoon, we kind of...
You just needed space,
ourselves.
I think.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot that happened, and like
so much.
we were up late, you barely slept, like it was fucked. You know what I mean?
And plus, by that point, we were already like 4 nights into it. So 4 nights of intense drinking followed by minimal sleep followed by more intense drinking is never a good remedy for brain chemicals. I can't lie, it's never a good time.
So that was moving Uber story. And then I think we had one more night after that or 2 more.
I think no, moving Uber was second last night, if I'm not mistaken.
But we'll skip to the end. So we had our flight and we're like, you know what, fuck it, final day of Schoolies, let's send it.
Because we booked it for 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Like idiots. I can't lie. We didn't think honestly when we booked it, it was like 3 months prior and it was the cheapest flights. And we said, fuck it, we're getting them.
Send it. So we're like, you know what, fuck this, bro. Like, we've been up every night. There's no way we're going to sleep a casual night on the final night.
Absolutely no chance.
So the plan was we get that fucked up and out that long.
Yeah, that
we don't sleep.
Yeah, just get back and then go straight in a taxi on the plane.
So we packed our bags.
Yeah.
Then we fucking literally were like, fuck it, this is it. Like, is that whatever we need to do? Like, we literally have to just come back, grab our bags and fuck off.
Just dip, yeah.
So we went out, got fucked. Fucking slow.
Honestly,
unbelievably.
Oh my days! I remember
Sorry for my language.
Because it was like after what had happened the previous night, it was like, no, we got like final night of Schoolies. Let's just go out and have a lit ass time.
And it wasn't us trying to get with girls. We were just trying to have
it was just broski.
Yeah,
it was a gang.
dumb.
Like let's just go crazy. Let's go clubs. Let's do whatever. Like just haps.
And which was the dude we mentioned earlier. Name shout out.
Honestly, we might be.
He wanted to come out for his final...
Yeah, so finally his birthday.
Yeah, on the stroke of midnight was his birthday, become 18. And he wanted to go party with us, and I was like, nah, dead that, bro. Like...
Well, it wasn't dead that. It was more the sense of, like, we'd already been at clubs from, like, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And we'd been out for, like, 3 hours. We didn't know where we were. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just doing shit for the sake of doing shit. And then we get this call from, like, this pretty much all sober mendom at like 11:45, like yo, what club are you at? Like I'll come link you guys. We're like yeah, sure. Dush comes links us, and it was almost like we had to give him a tutorial of how to do Schoolies. Like so you got to get your club stamps, you got to do this, you got to do that, and like he didn't buy any of the pub crawl stuff because he wasn't going to any pub crawls and all this type of yaga. Like
it was just such a mission.
It was so much going on, and it was like.
And he was like really hesitant to get involved as well.
Yeah, it's like he didn't want to get on fuck energy. Like he wasn't like, let's order 5 shots. He'd be like, I'll get a shot. It's like, bro, fuck off.
Yeah. Because Luke and me already knew what the haps was to say.
We knew just to get crazy, get rowdy, and
like,
get home
sorry brother, we gotta fuck you off for that.
Bad, honestly. Because initially you fucked off. So like this is what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that we were looking for Jordan. Because at one moment, you had fucked off, and we were like, what the fuck is this, man? I'm like, what the hell? And then we like continued looking. I think we went into a club, like, we were like, oh, maybe he's in here, let's just go in here. Because I had already had my stand by then.
Yeah.
Old mate could just buy the fucking thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, walked in, had a quick gaze around, and I was like, oh, honestly, I don't know if he's here, but, like, we'll just spend a bit of time in here, buy a few drinks, whatever.
Yeah.
So, we've, like, gone down to the dance floor. I've been like, I'm gonna go get a few drinks. And I've dipped.
Never
came back. Yeah. And I think I found you, honestly, when I dipped. I think I found you on the street, because that was when we went and got pizza, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kebabs. Yeah, kebabs. Yeah, that was fucking lit. I can't lie.
And we recharged so well after that.
Yeah. It was a lit ass time, because honestly, that kebab got us through the plane and everything. I can't lie.
And the plane ride was fucked. So like we said, we hadn't slept. We were hella fucked. I've never had a plane experience as worse as that to this day.
Yeah.
It was fucked.
Just because every sound felt like it was 1,000 times louder.
Yeah, and
I was shaking was dragged.
Oh, sorry, I heard something in the background. I don't know if the mic will pick it up. I thought it was in the headset. I was like, that's very staticky.
I couldn't hear it, but it's coming.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so we got on the plane and we were already sick, obviously, from alcohol. And the plane moving and all the turbulence doesn't help with all the fucking stomach and moving.
It wasn't nice.
I was dead. So this mate of ours had his actual birthday on the day, as we explained, and he was like, we're going to go back to Sydney. We're going to go to, like, a place to eat.
We'll go to dinner.
Yeah, we'll go to dinner.
We'll go to dinner.
And I was already telling him, like, nah, bro, like, we've had a long week.
It's been a long ass week.
Whatever.
Like, let's just take a chill pill.
We rock up to fucking Sydney Airport at, like, 7:30 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever the time is, early in the morning.
Oh.
This man was meant to, we planned, it wasn't, like, sprung on him. We planned to go back, we all lived together. At the time, We literally were neighbours. We lived on the same street pretty much.
Basically, imagine like one main road and then a few side roads along it. We all lived on one of those side roads in a sense. Like we all lived within, like you throw a stone and hit someone's house. Like it was so fucking close.
And we'd planned for him to take us back home because he had like a 7-seater car.
And like he also had his brother coming in, picking people up. Like it was the haps.
All of a sudden we get then like, where's the car? Like we're fucked. We're like, let's go. And he's like, he was so awkward about it, like, sorry bro. I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
He's like, nah, I just want to get home, I'm tired. I'm like,
we all want to, we all also want to get home. Like, this is not like a you-ish, this is an us-ish.
And we thought like maybe it was a mum issue, so I'm like, is mum not cool? He's like,
no, it's just my brother.
Yeah, it's just my brother. I'm like, so
why?
Why?
Like, why?
And he couldn't justify. I'm like, bro, we're coming. He's like, no, like stay. I'm like, what do you mean stay? Exactly.
Like, what is stay? Like, you want me to sit at the airport and just do nothing?
Yeah.
Like, what do you actually want from us?
So he literally just fucked off, and I'm like, fuck, you can't. Like,
he got his bags and was like, okay, like, I gotta go.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll see you tonight. I'm like,
no, you're not.
Fuck off, cunt.
Technically,
so we explained.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck off, cunt. I don't want anything to do with you after that. So we're sat there like dickheads, like now what? Like
to catch a train.
So we found a train to fucking catch to Blacktown from fucking Sydney Airport.
It was so
which was so dragged.
With all our luggage and shit.
All our luggage.
Completely hungover.
Not slept.
No sleep.
Yeah.
It was ish.
We get there and we're like, now what? We're
like, how are we gonna get home?
How
are we gonna catch a bus? Like, what's the game? We ended up getting a friend to pick us up at the time.
Yeah.
Which was, fair enough, honestly.
Interesting friend as well.
Shout out the Gangnam.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know that, honestly.
But yeah, we found a way home, someone got us a lift.
Yeah.
And then I said, yeah, fuck you, bro, I'm not coming out tonight. And I slept, and all I get is I wake up to calls from this guy, everyone's calling me, like, yo, you
To be fair, all of the men were there, though, not just the 4 of us that went. There was like a few of the other boys from school, so it was like it was meant to be like a group setting in that sense.
Yeah. But they were calling me like, you need to come, like,
just pull up.
And I was like, nah, fuck this, bro. Like, I'm not in the energy, I'm not in the mood. Like, I haven't slept. I'm trying to sleep right now. And then they convinced me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I probably shouldn't have drove. But anyway, I drove there.
Drove to Barrow.
We eat, and this dude shouted.
Hang on. Yeah. So it's birthday dinner. My shout. We're like, yeah, bet. Let's pull up. So we go to like a Italian place in a sense. And Mandem gets the lot.
No, everything.
Like literally. He got a banquet. He got a banquet.
Yeah.
Like it was literally like any time any plate was less than half full, it got taken and refilled.
Yeah.
With something different.
Yeah.
Whether it was like pizza, entrees, pasta, garlic bread, dipping sauce,
anything
from an Italian restaurant, like chips, like anything. It's on the fucking table.
Yeah.
So we're all like, yeah, sounds good, whatever. And then like. Maybe like 10 minutes before the end of the night, he's like, oh, so do you reckon everyone can like transfer me their share?
Yeah.
We're like, what? What do you actually mean? Like, what do you actually mean transfer our share? Like, you invited us out to a birthday dinner after leaving us at the airport today, and you're expecting me to pay?
Yeah.
Like, no.
When he specified as well
that it was his shout.
It's
like, bro,
and like you can't say that
and order a banquet.
Yeah.
Like it's just not the house.
It's so disrespectful.
It's just not the house.
And when he said pay, I just laughed in his face. I'm like, I didn't even say bye to him. I was fucked up. I ate my food. I went home and
I'm pretty sure I came home with you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. I was like, because you came in with someone else, I think.
I don't know.
However,
someone else.
But I was like, fuck you, bro. I'm so done. I haven't spoken to him since. Haven't like.
Yeah, on God, actually.
That was the final day. It was
actually
fucking bro.
Yeah. I see what a fun time.
That was Schoolies for us.
That was a good Schoolies experience.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Like from a lot of the Schoolies experiences I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'd say that we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, we made the most of our time.
We did a pretty good job
for sure. We have a couple questions. We addressed Jono's already in regards to the drink associated with the most fucked up night.
I didn't actually answer.
Oh yeah, actually, let's hit that.
I guess it would probably be. You know what? I think Schoolies was the week that I didn't like tequila, in the sense where I used to always be pretty how you doing with tequila shots, and then we did a few too many in Schoolies, and ever since then, every time I see tequila, I flinch.
Change, yeah.
I
same.
can't lie.
So I'd say the most associate with the most fucked up night would just be wet pussies, just because. Actually, no. The JD.
Yeah, the JD.
Because that sent me for the rest of that night. Yeah, that was fucked. But yeah, tequilas, I can't do that anymore.
Tequilas
I can't do
dead house.
Yeah, I can't do JD after Schoolies, and I can't do. What is it? There was 3 drinks at Schoolies that I've done then, and I was freshly 18, and I've never done like pretty much almost.
Malibu or vodka?
No, vodka's calm with me.
Vodka's
Yeah.
Vodka's good all the time.
But yeah, just to answer that question, Jono, mine's gonna be JD.
I'm gonna say
tequila.
Tequila bad, wet pussy good.
Yeah.
In a sense. Yeah.
Corey, he asked how many biddies did the boys pipe at Schoolies? I'm on a 0.
I'm on a
2 or 3.
3.
3?
3, sadly. Well, not sadly, but 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, 3. Good chest. 3.
We have Tia as well.
Tia, the goat. Shout out.
Craziest thing you guys did, pretty much. Answer honestly.
Craziest thing I did.
I don't know what would be the craziest thing I did.
You know what? I think if you were like sum up, like in terms of like what was actually like the wildest crazy go stupid moment, it probably would have been getting with the second chick in like the middle of the club. Because we were doing anything, I can't lie. Like there was hands down pants. There was.
When he says where, as in him and the girl.
Me and the yeah. Oh no! So it was like we were in the middle of the club. Obviously, things are happening. It's moving. It's grooving. It's doing a lot.
Fingers are twiggling.
Yeah, fingers are twiggling. Hands are moving. It's getting bougie. It's getting bougie. I can't lie. So that is why obviously we left quite early in the night. But yeah, I'd say it's probably the craziest thing because it was getting heated. Oh, actually, technically we fucked on the beach, but like I would say doing the foreplay at the club is more crazy than just fucking on the beach. Because I feel like a lot of people fucked on the beach.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know what my craziest thing is.
Maybe dying on a fucking moped.
Yeah.
Probably in terms of like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Like I feel like almost
that was
running a moped
into
a U is definitely on the list.
Up there. Because I didn't I'm trying to think. Because you guys answer honestly, I'm like, is there little things that I've missed out on purpose? But I don't think I did anything.
I'd say my highlight was the free horse tranquilizer. I can't lie. That was lit. I can't lie. We had a little side story for anyone that's still listening. We had the neighbours next door.
Yeah, you can chuck this in because a lot of people weren't here this week.
If you're actually still here, you're goated. I can't lie. But yeah, the neighbours next door. One of the girls it was the girls that did your makeup.
Makeup! I forgot about that.
Completely. Okay, well. Anyways, here's a little bonus story. Jordan was over at these girls, like literally the next door neighbours. There was a bunch of girls, and he was getting his makeup done, whatever.
Why? Because they were hella cute.
Yeah, well, baddies.
And they were chirping at me from across the thing.
Yeah, because you could see them from your balcony. Like, yo, what are you guys doing? Yeah.
And they were like, yo, come in, like free drinks. Cool. I came in. And they were like, let's do makeup. And I was like, okay, right.
Honestly, you're drunk. It was in the house. It was the time. Anyway. But so I ended up talking to one of the girls, and she was like, I brought everything up with me. I'm like, everything? She's like, yeah, everything. I'm like, so she was my bestie for that night. I can't lie. Like, we were having a good old time.
But, free horse.
Yeah, free horse tranquilizer. It's a great time. That's my little side story for the night.
And then what else? How many people did you hook up with? So Nazmi, how many people did you hook up with on Schoolies? And what was the craziest night again? So we already answered the craziest night.
I'd say try and give your overall number. Because I have a somewhat-ish number.
Because mine was only the one night plus like 2 or 3.
The nights afterwards, I'd say. And because after that night you were a bit more open with it, so you were getting a few more.
Let's say, 35? For me, 40?
35 to 40? Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty decent shout. I was going to go up in like the...
For me?
No. Oh, I mean...
No, not...
Maybe not for you, honestly. Because you had that one wild night, and then everything after was kind of like...
It was just me.
It was
being me.
Just smaller numbers in a sense.
Yeah. That's probably like 90% of my body count.
Yeah, honestly, I can't lie, it definitely would be.
Yeah.
I'd say for mine, if we're averaging numbers and stuff, probably 10 a night plus the fucking crazy night.
Yeah.
So we're probably looking at anywhere between like 60 to 80.
Yeah.
I'd say somewhere in that range. Like I could not give you a specific number.
But
yeah, Naz, that's your number for Schoolies, honestly.
That's crazy.
Shout out my guy, Naz.
So that was our Schoolies episode done.
Yes, sir.
As you can tell, this is a different cut. This is a different audio quality.
Yeah, everything's changed.
Yeah, we had an issue, not on our part. We literally had like we couldn't have done anything about it for what had happened.
Yeah.
We saved the file. Luke was here.
Yeah, we saved it. We watched it save. We saw the file in the save menu.
Yeah.
And like we went to open the file.
Even if you open the file, which is annoying me, it shows the audio.
Yeah, it showed it was all there and everything, but it's just.
Yeah, and it's gone. So yeah, I would have put a little disclaimer at the start of the video as well. So sorry for the audio quality lacking. Hopefully it is somewhat to standard, as close as it can be for what it is.
Hopefully.
But yeah, that was the episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy. We're just here to record the outro, give you a little preface as to why things may not have sounded or
as
been
as good as they have been in the past. But hopefully it's just this week. And we move on next week. It'll all be back to normal. Everything will be good.
Yes, sir.
Life's good.
But yeah, that'll be it, guys. Hope you did enjoy the episode. Leave a thumbs up, comment, engage with us. Let us know what you liked, what you're looking forward to, I guess, on the podcast, what you want to see, whether it's guests, I guess, or segment types.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, have a great day, great week.
All the fun stuff. Yeah, everyone. Just look after yourselves. We'll see you next week, I guess.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Peace.
Gang.
Catch you guys. Bye.
Bye.